Are you not sure how to proceed when you see them? The blah blah for 10 minutes, how many blahs before class ends? Do you not know how to turn these words into numbers? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's take a look. We're going to solve a problem here. The problem is a tank fills at 7 gallons per minute. How long to fill 98 gallons? Okay, so before we break it down, let's think a little bit about the strategy of a word problem. When you see a word problem, you have to carefully read it. Okay, let's carefully read this problem. A tank fills at 7 gallons per minute. Okay, this is a rate. So we're breaking this down into math terms. This is a rate. How long to fill 98 gallons? How long to fill 98 gallons? We can consider this a distance or an amount. So we have a rate and an amount. So we know in this equation we're going to need an equal sign, and we know 98. We could say gallons, but I'm going to leave that out. We know 98 on this side, and we know a tank fills at 7 gallons per minute. Per minute. So we're going to write it as per T. So 7 gallons per minute, or T. T is going to represent minutes. So 7T equals 98. So now we've set this up, and we have how many minutes before we equal 98? 7 times what equals 98? We'll simply divide both sides by 7. And we find that T equals 14. So in 14 minutes, in 14 minutes, 98 gallons is filled. We'll say pumped. And we set up the equation here by just breaking down what is the rate and what is the amount that's being filled. You'll often see this expressed as rate times time equals distance. Don't let that distance mix you up. It can also fill in these situations here. Okay, let's move on to another example. Okay, so a car drives 45 miles per hour. Okay, so they've already given us what? The rate. How far will it travel in 3 hours? 3 hours. The distance. Right, so now with some of our background knowledge, we know rate multiplied by time equals distance. Okay, so 45 miles per hour, how far will it travel in 3 hours? Rate, distance, rate times time. Okay, so the rate is 45, and the time is 3 hours. Sorry, why did I say this? This is not a distance. This is a time. Not a distance, a time. Now we still know that rate times time equals distance. So we have a rate and a time. The rate of 45 times the time of 3 hours equals the distance. 45 times 3 is 9. 45 times 2 is 90, plus 45 is 135. Yeah, 135. So so 135. The car goes 135 miles in 3 hours. 3 hours. Hours. Okay. Now what I have for you is a set of 3 problems for you to work through on your own, and then I'll quickly work through them with you. All right, question number 1. We're going to make this quick. Question number 1, a runner moves at 6 miles per hour. How far in 2 hours? Right here we have a rate and we have a time. So if we multiply rate by time, 6 times 2, it equals 12. Right, in 2 hours he will have traveled 12 miles. All right, let's move on to 2. Each notebook costs $4. How many can you buy with $36? Okay, let us say 4 and N to represent notebook equals 36. Just think about that. Each notebook costs $4. How many can you buy with 36? Let's think about that. Yeah, that'll look good. So each notebook costs $4. How many can you buy with 36? We have 36. Each one costs 4, so we know that if we divide by 4 on both sides, N equals, now we've divided by 4, $36. Each notebook costs 4, so when we divide 36 by 4, we find that we can buy 9 notebooks. Alright, let's do this last one. A rope is 52 feet long. You can cut off 13 feet. A rope is 52 feet long. You cut off 13 feet. How much remains? Right, so this is just testing your ability to see words, turn them into numbers. A rope is 52 feet long. We cut off 13 feet. What remains? Okay, 42 minus another 1, that's 41. 41, and when you do word problems, include what you have. 41 feet of rope. Alright, that's it for that video. Thank you for joining me. Good luck with your word problem.